There's maybe no card more thematic in Twilight Struggle than Arms Race, and it seems that this card can be potentially quite useful if the timing is right. We'll take a look at it here today on Legendary Tactics. Arms Race is very true to the theme of Twilight Struggle, and the event does attempt to capture the nature of the battle of escalating weaponry between the Soviet Union and the United States of America. But how should each side use this event? Let's take a look at it here. First off, let's take a look at the event. This is a mid-war 3-op neutral event. If played, each player compares their status in the military operations tracks. If the phasing player, that is, the player who played the event card, has more military operations points at that moment, that player scores 1 victory point. If the phasing player has more military operations points and has met the required military operations amount, in other words, at least as many military operations points as the DEFCON level, that player scores 3 victory points instead. If you read the card carefully, you'll notice that it says nothing about whether the non-phasing player has met the requirements for military operations. All that matters is that the phasing player has more military operations points than their opponent. Obviously, if the circumstances are right, this is a card that can end the game if either player is close to 20 victory points. But either way, depending on the circumstances of the round, either player can benefit from the event. Most players will never bother playing it for 1 victory point unless they are that close to victory that it makes a difference. However, if the circumstances are in your favor, 3 victory points is worth 3 operations points any day of the week, especially late in the mid-war or in the late war. But, as with anything else in Twilight Struggle, it depends. Sometimes those 3 ops are just going to be too valuable in disrupting your opponent's momentum and denying them domination of a region, or staking a claim somewhere on the board with an urgently necessary coup or influence placement. The general rule is that if the ops are going to either give you domination or deny your opponent domination in a region, you should take the ops. Otherwise, if you can take 3 victory points, take them. Timing is a factor with this card, as the later you play it in a turn, the more likely your opponent will at least match you in military operations points and deny you the full victory point benefit. However, you may want to hold on to such a valuable 3 operations point card to see if it's needed as the turn progresses. That's obviously an easier decision if you have a hand that is rich in operations points. In the late war, this card becomes much more attractive as victory points become more and more crucial. You may want to consider holding this card until a later turn if circumstances allow, just in case you can grab those 3 victory points later. And if, for whatever reason, you wish to play a neutral headline that will likely have no effect, this is one of your best options. So in summary, this card is, for either player, situational but useful no matter what. The 3 operations points are always welcome, but if the game situation allows, so are the 3 victory points. It's kind of a limited event, but one is never unhappy to see it in their hand. This is our analysis of the Arms Race card in Twilight Struggle. We hope you got some value out of this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. This is NATO with Legendary Tactics.